The number one expense that is a complete waste of money: lottery tickets. You've probably heard the saying, you can't win if you don't play. Some people think that makes perfect sense. If you want to win in life, you should buy lottery tickets, right? But I say the opposite. You win when you don't play. Buying lottery tickets is essentially throwing away your hard-earned money on something that gives you almost no chance of winning. In the Powerball lottery, there are more than 35 billion number combinations, and 3 are chosen each week. Your odds of winning? 1 in 300 million. The population of the US is around 330 million. Are you really so special and lucky that you can beat out every person in the country? If you want to win in life, don't buy lottery tickets. Instead, save that money and invest it. That's the surest formula for winning every time. Expense number 2. Money spent on gambling. This is another case where you're losing by playing. The math is crystal clear. The house always has an advantage in gambling, every single time. Yes, the house advantage varies depending on the game: blackjack, roulette, poker, slots. But in the long run, the casino never loses. The stronger argument against gambling, beyond just the math, is the mental, emotional, and even relational damage it can cause. Greed, addiction, depression, anxiety. Gambling brings them all. Sure, some people dabble here and there and don't get sucked into the deep hole. But I ask, why even dabble? Why spend your precious money and time on something that bears no positive fruit? Expense number 3. Shopping at convenience stores. I'm not saying you should never pop into a convenience store, but making it a habit is a bad idea. Pretty much everything in these stores is marked up because you're paying for convenience. A bottle of Gatorade and a bag of chips might cost you $7 at the gas station, but you could get the same items for half that price at a grocery store. Plus, convenience stores tend to stock unhealthy, sugar-filled, or overly salty processed foods. Avoiding them will be better for both your wallet and your waistline. Expense number 4. Designer baby clothes. When my kids were young, my wife and I thought we needed the best for them. So we bought designer baby clothes, thinking that meant quality. We didn't realize just how fast babies grow, especially in the first year. Expensive onesies and dresses we bought were outgrown in months, or worse, never worn. While it's fine to splurge once in a while for a special occasion, be thoughtful about it. Don't be surprised when those designer clothes no longer fit after just a few months. Expense number 5. Clothes you don't love. This one goes beyond just baby clothes. It's any clothing or accessory you're not in love with. My rule of thumb: if you're not excited to wear it right away, don't buy it. We've all been there, at the store, thinking something looks great, but feeling a little hesitant. Maybe you think, once I lose weight, this will look great, or I'll wear this next season. But the reality is that day will most likely never come. The clothing will sit in your closet, unworn. It's better to spend more on an item you'll actually wear than waste money on something that never sees the light of day. Expense number 6. Underutilized subscription services. Many of us subscribe to services we don't fully use. Streaming, news, groceries. There's a subscription for everything these days. If you're using it daily, like my wife and I use Spotify, it's worth it. But if you're not fully utilizing a service, it's wasted money. An April 2021 survey by Chase found that nearly 2/3 of consumers forgot about at least one recurring payment. Don't let this happen to you. Audit your subscriptions regularly and cut back ruthlessly. If you're not getting maximum value, cancel it. You can always resubscribe later. Expense 7. Bank fees, account fees, ATM fees, overdraft fees. Don't waste money on these avoidable charges. Banks are already making money when you keep your money with them. You can avoid account fees by maintaining a certain balance, or by switching to a bank that doesn't charge them. Plan ahead to avoid ATM fees too, as these can easily cost you a ridiculous percentage of the amount you're withdrawing. Keep an eye on changing policies, and don't be afraid to contact your bank to remove fees when they pop up unexpectedly. Expense number 8. Bottled water. Unless you live in an area where the tap water is unsafe, buying bottled water regularly is unnecessary. Most tap water in the US is perfectly safe to drink, and you can always use a filter if you're concerned about the taste or quality. Bottled water is incredibly overpriced, especially when you compare it to the cost of tap water. Not to mention, it's terrible for the environment. think about all that plastic waste. Instead, invest in a reusable water bottle and fill it up at home or work. You'll save money and help reduce plastic pollution. Expense number 9. Expensive gym memberships you don't use. Signing up for a fancy gym sounds like a great way to stay motivated to work out, but how often are you actually going? If you're not going regularly or taking advantage of all the gym offers, you're wasting money. Many people pay for a membership and then rarely go after the first couple of months. If this sounds like you, consider switching to a cheaper gym or even working out at home. There are plenty of free or low-cost workout programs online that require minimal equipment. Don't pay for something you're not using. Expense number 10. Trendy health foods. The health food industry is booming, and it's easy to get swept up in the latest trend. But a lot of these trendy foods are just repackaged and overpriced versions of ordinary healthy foods. Take quinoa, for example. While it's healthy, so are less expensive grains like brown rice and oats. Don't fall for the marketing hype around superfoods or health products that promise miracle results. Stick to whole, simple, and affordable foods that you know are good for you, like fruits, vegetables, grains, and lean proteins. Your wallet and your health will thank you. Expense number 11. Premium cable packages. Cable TV packages can get expensive, especially when they're bundled with all sorts of premium channels you rarely watch. With the rise of streaming services, you can save a lot by cutting the cord. Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus offer plenty of entertainment options at a fraction of the cost of traditional cable. Plus, you can usually choose your subscriptions based on what you're actually watching, avoiding unnecessary channels. Take a hard look at your viewing habits and decide if you really need that pricey cable package. Expense number 12. Late fees. Whether it's for bills, credit cards, or even library books, late fees are an avoidable expense that can add up fast. All it takes is a little organization to dodge these fees. Set reminders on your phone or calendar to pay your bills on time, and if you can, set up automatic payments. This small habit can save you a significant amount over time. Late fees are just money lost for no good reason, so stay on top of due dates and avoid giving away your hard-earned cash unnecessarily. Expense number 13. Unnecessary insurance policies. Insurance is important for protecting yourself, but it's easy to go overboard and pay for policies you don't really need. Extended warranties, rental car insurance, or supplemental health insurance often fall into this category. For example, if your car insurance or credit card already covers rental cars, you don't need to buy extra coverage. Similarly, extended warranties on electronics or appliances are often unnecessary, as most products come with a manufacturer's warranty, and repairs are often cheaper than the cost of the extended coverage. Be smart about your insurance decisions and only pay for what's truly necessary. Expense number 14. Buying a brand new car. Cars lose value the moment you drive them off the lot. A brand new car can depreciate by 20% or more in its first year alone. Instead of buying new, consider purchasing a used car that's just a few years old. You'll avoid the steep depreciation and still get a reliable vehicle at a much lower cost. Buying used doesn't mean sacrificing quality. There are plenty of certified pre-owned programs that ensure the car is in excellent condition. Plus, with the money you save, you can pay off the car faster or put it towards other financial goals. Expense number 15. Cheap, low-quality items. It might seem counterintuitive, but buying cheap products can often cost you more in the long run. Cheap items tend to break or wear out quickly, meaning you'll need to replace them more often. In many cases, it's better to spend a little more upfront on a higher quality product that will last longer. This applies to everything from shoes to kitchen appliances. Look for durable, well-made items that offer real value rather than opting for the cheapest option available. Over time, you'll save money by not constantly replacing things. Expense number 16. Takeout and delivery fees. Ordering takeout is convenient, but those delivery fees and service charges add up quickly. On average, you could be paying up to 30% more for your meal when you order through a delivery app compared to picking it up yourself. Plus, it's easy to fall into the habit of ordering in several times a week, which can be costly. If you want to save money on food, cook at home more often. Not only is it healthier, but you can make multiple meals for the cost of one takeout order. For those times when you do want takeout, try picking it up instead of getting it delivered. Expense number 17, daily coffee runs. Grabbing a coffee on your way to work or while running errands might seem like a small expense, but over time, it adds up. Spending $5 a day on coffee amounts to $1,825 a year. Instead of paying for overpriced lattes or cold brews every day, consider brewing your coffee at home. You can invest in a quality coffee maker or even a French press for a fraction of the yearly cost of buying coffee out. If you still want to treat yourself occasionally, make it a special treat rather than a daily habit. Expense number 18, new tech and gadgets. With new smartphones, tablets, and gadgets constantly being released, it's tempting to upgrade every year. However, the latest model isn't always a necessity. In fact, many people don't use their devices to their full capacity, so upgrading to the latest version is often more about vanity than necessity. Hold on to your tech for as long as it's working well, and only upgrade when you truly need to. This approach can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over time. Plus, you'll avoid contributing to the growing problem of electronic waste. Expense number 19, fancy haircuts and salon treatments. While treating yourself to a salon day feels good, expensive haircuts, coloring, and treatments can quickly drain your wallet. You don't have to sacrifice looking good to save money. Consider spacing out your salon visits or opting for more affordable stylists. There are also plenty of high-quality hair care products available that can help maintain your look at home. If you get your hair colored, ask your stylist about low-maintenance options like balayage or highlights that grow out naturally, allowing you to go longer between appointments. Expense number 20, unused subscriptions. Whether it's a magazine, app, or streaming service, subscriptions are easy to sign up for and just as easy to forget about. Many people pay for subscriptions they rarely or never use, simply because they forget to cancel them. Take a few minutes to review all your recurring charges and see if you're paying for anything you no longer use or need. Cancel those unused subscriptions and put that money towards something more meaningful, or save it altogether. This is one of the quickest and easiest ways to reduce your monthly expenses. Expense number 21, pre-cut or pre-packaged foods. Convenience comes at a cost, especially when it comes to food. Pre-cut fruits and vegetables, pre-made salads, and individually packaged snacks are usually marked up significantly compared to buying the whole version. While these products save time, they can double or triple your grocery bill over the course of a month. Instead, buy whole fruits and vegetables and cut them up yourself at home. It might take a bit more time, but the savings are worth it, and you'll end up with fresher, healthier food for less. Expense number 22, extended warranties on electronics. Retailers often push extended warranties on electronics, but they're rarely worth the cost. Most products come with a manufacturer's warranty that covers defects, and many credit cards offer additional protection if you purchase electronics with them. Plus, electronics tend to either break right away, covered by the initial warranty, or last long enough that the extended warranty is unnecessary. Instead of buying the warranty, put that money into an emergency fund for unexpected repairs or replacements down the line. Expense number 23, name brand products. From groceries to cleaning supplies, name brand products often cost significantly more than generic alternatives, even though the quality is often the same. In many cases, store brands are made by the same manufacturers as their name brand counterparts. Switching to generic products for staples like canned goods, paper towels, and cleaning products can lead to big savings over time. You'll rarely notice the difference in quality, but you will notice the difference in your bank account. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to support the channel. Here, I talk about personal finance, saving money, thoughtful spending, and getting the most out of what you already own. If any of that resonates with you, consider joining our community by subscribing. We're really close to reaching 1,000 subscribers, and your support can help us get there faster.